We just wrapped up the 2024 Western Heritage Classic Ranch Horse Sale here in Abilene, Texas. Steve Friskup was the auctioneer, and we're going to go through the top 10 horses that sold for some pretty good money here this weekend. We'll get right to it and talk about these good horses.
The Western Heritage Classic has been a special event now for 30 years with the original board members.
Yeah.
Still together for 30 years. Those guys aren't only my friends, they're my heroes.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's a really, really neat event.
What do you feel about the ranching aspect here?
Well, I think as far as how this has gone for the last 30 years, they've brought in a lot of new people.
Yes.
But they have held on to their heritage. They've held on to the purity of it. The nice thing about a horse sale or selling horses that are connected to the land, connected to the ranching industry, at whatever level, they've been exposed to things a lot of horses don't get exposed to, and it's pure. That's the main thing about it. It's just got a certain level of purity to it.
Okay, let's go through these numbers. We're going to talk about the top 10 sellers today at the 2024 Western Heritage Classic Ranch Horse Sale. We'll start off with our high seller, who comes from the folks that had the high seller last year. Also, that horse last year was a Bet He's a Cat. This year, same sire, Bet He's a Cat. This horse was called Bet He's a Fancy Cat. Comes from Wilson Cattle. Right off the bat, Rody didn't hold anything back when he came in the ring.
No, they opened the gate and he slid him right up to the rail, and man, that horse is broke. But just like that horse, he set the example.
Yeah.
That horse is in the bridle. You can rope on him, you can ranch on him. He was unique color. He had perfect conformation. His pedigree was impeccable. He's the full meal deal.
Yeah.
I mean, he's that dark, deep golden palomino
cool.
with the white mane and tail, riding one-handed, one bridle.
Yeah.
Whole 9 yards. I mean, he's the full meal deal.
Okay, and so you were on the mic. How did it feel getting to that? He sold for $73,500. What was it like selling him?
Well, it was just like you'd expect on him. There was really high demand.
Yeah.
At every level going up the mountain, you'll lose a few players, you know, and by the time we get to 70,000, we're down to two people, and they're knocking around on each other, and one person gets him.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's the lucky person. If you're one of two people, one goes home with 73,000 in their pocket, and one goes home with that horse. The guy that goes home with the horse, he's the lucky one.
Yes.
Yes.
And that gentleman that purchased the horse, this was the first time that he's been to this sale, and I love that. So he's going to have a good experience right after that.
And they're also the people that bought the horse last year were here to try to buy
trying
this
to get
horse.
another one. So,
yeah.
Well, congratulations to Wilson Cattle, Brooke and Rody, do an excellent job getting their horses prepared for horse sales, and they deserve that high seller. And then we are going to be talking about 4 5-quarter horses 3 times because all 3 of their consignments were in the top 10 today. Another consigner who does a great job of getting their horses prepared for a horse sale. So hip number 11, Cat Ricks Badger, sold for $50,000. Trace Campbell was kind of like the agent there. He showed that horse really good today.
He did. And then in Lizzie, when you get down just like there 3 and you go through all these top 10, we're going to say the same thing over and over and over. The presentation was good. The eye appeal was good. Confirmation is perfect. I'll tell you, one of the coolest things of the day was we loaded every horse with little kids.
Yeah, we did.
They'd come and they'd rope a cow and drag a cow and cut a cow and then come in and spin them around, slide them around, and then throw the little kids
So
on.
that moves us to hip 12 from Circle Bar Ranch. Circle Bar, Pretty Pep. That horse was as gentle can be, and there's 5 kids on him at one point.
Yep, that's the only reason there wasn't 6. We ran out of kids. And, but yeah, just a really nice, gentle horse that also trained well enough. You can go do a day's work on him, and that makes that a real enjoyable horse.
And so he was worth that $47,500, and somebody's going to get home and be real happy.
Yeah, they're going to charge you $100,000 for a new pickup. Why wouldn't you get $47,000 for a good horse?
Point.
Yeah.
Guitar Ranches is an integral part of the sale here, and they were the 4th high seller today with hip number 64, Natural Gin. Jeff brought that horse, beautiful gray horse, looked the part, and brought the money.
That was a nice horse. That horse was one of several that lean towards the heading side of things. We had several of those today. You could tell there was a pretty high demand for the team roping prospects, or
Okay.
especially those that have been roped on. That horse has been team roped on a lot. You could tell by the guys bidding on him that was going to be his next deal. He looked the part.
Yeah.
He'd been in the right hands.
Yes.
Phil and his crew doing an amazing job of getting these horses ready. They're really working at their program.
They did have a nice showing today. Waylon showed a couple horses, good pedigrees, and really cute, attractive horses
Yes.
that did a nice job.
Yep.
Hip number 20 was the 5th high seller at 41,000, coming to us from Direct Cattle, another consignor who's consistently bringing us nice horses.
Well, just like Romney and their whole program, I mean, we've been with them from day one. They've just keep developing and upgrading and improving their mare power. The way their guys, Orrin and all them, have developed themselves as showmen, trainers,
Yeah.
cowboys, ranch hands. They're horsemen, and so that's all reflected in the product. And here again, you've got another nice roan horse that's he's the product.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the deal. You can't tell ahead of time what those horses are going to bring, but you can tell every one of them's a really nice horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, they did a nice job, deserved it. Hip number 63, we'll go back to 4 or 5 quarter horses, 40,000 for SW Roy's Big Badger.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Yep,
It was
same
fun
thing.
to watch.
Yes.
They had really nice videos too ahead of time. I love when
Yep.
people submit a good video that really shows what that horse is
Well,
made
it
of and
gives
what
everybody the opportunity to shop a little ahead of time.
Yeah.
Have your confidence. This is the whole deal about Western Heritage and a few other places we go to. If you're going to sit on those seats and give 40, 50, 60 to 70,000 for a horse, you have to be confident that you're getting what you pay for. And that's what this represented today. I mean, there wasn't anything over-represented, nothing misrepresented.
Right.
So
felt good today.
Yeah, buyer confidence.
Yep.
Yep.
We are at hip number 41, SW Dual Smart Mate, $38,000 from 4 or 5 quarter horses
Yeah,
again.
same deal. It's just same
Yeah.
story.
Laramie does a really nice
Yeah,
job.
very
She works
good,
hard
yeah.
at it. She deserves
Yeah.
it. 8th high seller was hip number 23. This was a horse that you couldn't help but like in person. Jute's boy, Callan Wills, representing WH Green Cattle. That horse had a lot of eye appeal and a
Lot
good,
of eye appeal.
good big
And
grown
here
horse.
again, he looked like one that might make a head horse.
Yeah, he did.
And watching him in the demo, our demonstration where we demo those horses while we're selling them,
Yeah.
or prior to, you get to watch them rope a cow, how they track a cow, how they get up on a rope, all those different things. And that horse again was another horse, was a full package.
Yeah.
And you'd spot him in a crowd
You
of
would,
1,000.
yeah.
I mean, he's a nice horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really fun this morning when everyone was here getting ready. It was just so pleasing to the eyes, all of these beautiful horses, and
So
that was
if
really
you'll
one of
hurry
them.
up and get to the next one, this
Okay.
is a really nice horse.
Okay, yes, shut up. Number 9 was from Tool Ranch, $36,000 for Cool to Be Cowboy.
Yes, that's that horse right there.
He was a Stevie
He
Ray
was
Vaughan.
a Stevie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, that son got moved around like a big tomcat now. I mean, he was a nice horse, and Blaze did an amazing job with him. And,
Yeah.
And I just that horse, the way that horse could handle himself and quick-footed, there'd just be a lot of ways to go with that horse, and so I
Yeah.
thought he was. I don't think that horse was oversold.
Right.
36,000.
Yeah.
I think everybody's happy there. So.
First time consignor is Sarco Creek, and they had a horse called Atomic Boone, a Boone Too Soon, who sold for $35,000. So I feel like Park's probably pretty happy with his first
Oh
outing
yeah,
here.
I'm gonna say so. And again, here's the same deal. Nice horse. They did a great job first time here. The presentation was great. The horse was great. And all day long there was a solid market for that kind of horse.
Yeah.
All day. It never did weaken. So, yeah.
Okay, well, it was a very successful sale. Appreciate you being the auctioneer, obviously. It adds a lot to it, and it was fun to celebrate 30 years here in Abilene selling good quality horses.
Yes, it's It's fun to be a part of it. I think I've been here for 25 years of the 30, and we've had an awful good time
We
around
have.
here.
It
Yeah,
is
it's really
fun.
good. Yep.